Good morning, good afternoon, whatever the time it is that you are watching this. My name is Eduardo Valdez, and today we're going to approach war with philosophy. The first thing, and is the most important, what is war? We need to have this clear in order to proceed and approach it. War, according to Google, is a state of armed conflict between different nations or states or different groups within a nation or state. But is war just in this concept, or does war goes to a bigger one? It is well known that war has existed in our humanity since we have memory. This has gone through millennia. Even other species like ants or gorillas, and now humans. Even in the actual days, according to the Uppsala Department of Peace and Conflicts Research, we have 10 wars going on right now on 3rd of May of 2021. For this reason, it is a very important topic to attend. But how to start when we have on one hand Sun Tzu that read The Art of War and how to win, and then there is Plato with his Platonic world. So what is the correct approach to this? First, we need to see the causes of this. We know that for war to exist, there has to be minimum two sides. But where does this side start from? This is a movement that starts in ourselves. I hope you can see it. I am me, and then there is them. We are a nation, and then there is that nation. So there has to be a clear separation to declare war. But this movement, it is not something just external. It is a thought. It is an emotion of separation. The consequences are well known. We have seen thousands of wars, killings, genocides, feminicides, all kinds of destructive, cruel, and horrible things that humanity has done to each other. So if we know the consequences, why we just don't stop? This is not so easy, because we have identified ourselves with maybe our nation. You probably want power, dominance, security, or pleasure. Seeing all this, isn't it obvious that the war starts in us? So the first thing I think is to understand oneself, not to solve ourselves, but to start seeing what we are. Just like Socrates said, self-knowledge is the base of all wisdom and knowing of the truth. But how to change ourselves? Because we have Nietzsche that had a 3-step program to change ourselves. But is that enough? We have Buddha too that didn't have a clear solution, but he said to avoid conflict and abandon your will to conflict. But I ask again, is this enough to change? I don't think it is. I think each person has to see the truth that carries in one, the war that goes inside of us, inside each one of us. Of course that we can go on with war. There's no problem in that. We know what it will cost. We have the resources. But I don't think it's the best way to live. It is something horrible. So for this reason, I think the first step is to ignore all kinds of knowledge. Because if you follow Plato, that idealism, and you have to follow it, you will die in that path. You can trust Socrates, you can't trust Nietzsche, you can't trust Buddha. The real knowledge is within each one of us. And we have to go for it. Because we know the consequences. So in order to do what to do, we have to go inside ourselves to know what is the real cause of conflict. We have to see our desperation to be part of something, to be big, to survive. We have to see our truly nature of loneliness and of fear. But first we have to see it. We have to be very straight on it. We have to attend it. And go very deep inside ourselves to explore our sensations, feelings, in order to approach war. Like I said before, this can continue. We can choose to live a warful life, but I don't think that's what you want, or what I want, or what we want. We all want something bigger and better. I would like to approach this as something of human rights and democracy, but this truly isn't. They can do anything. Human rights can't do anything. Democracy neither. It is something that each one of us has to attend, because we can attend it. We can eliminate it. We can understand it by ourselves. But we have to do it. We have to do it first. Thank you for listening. I hope that this gave you some clarity. And I truly hope that this gets to someone that has the responsibility of all humankind. Thank you.